comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again, new live stream. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Well, actually this week was very interesting, right? Like Bitcoin yesterday was crazy, like hit 53k, and after that, now you can see now it's around $51,000. So, well, now you see my arrow, right? It's to the downside, sideways, right? Sideways here, like this, sideways and downside. Why? Because officially we have a sell signal today, and also the ADX is turning negative, as you can see here. So there is a very high chance to see Bitcoin in sideways for at least the next 10 days, or dropping. Don't get me wrong, it's still bullish. Bitcoin is bullish. The trend is your friend, just follow the trend. So the first target should be around $49,000, 49,500, and the next target should be around 44, 45. If you are bullish, you don't want to see Bitcoin breaking 49. Why? Because $49,000 was the previous high here, as you can see here. If we see Bitcoin breaking this level, we can start saying like all this move was a fake out in, of course, higher time frames. Now let me show you here what is something is very like concerning right now for me. Why? Because with this signal, we have also today chart. We have today chart sell better divergence, as you can see here. So from this point and this point, well, it's still forming here. So, and we have also this one, right? From this point and this point. So we have this one, and also we have this one. So I backtested my system many years, and I can tell you when we have OBB and curve in the same page, well, I don't have evidence, right, for like fake signals. No, usually actually is very strong, very strong. So I am pretty sure right now, of course, with very high probability, you will see finally the pullback I was talking before. So now 3D chart as well, we have a better divergence, as you can see here, the same setup here. We have 1D chart with sell signal, 2D chart with sell signal, well, better divergence forming, and also 3D chart with better divergence. And there is one more thing, 5D chart, let me show you, is something very, very interesting here. We have a better divergence again, also forming here. So the odds are to the downside. Yeah, to the downside. It's very simple. So get ready, because we will see. I mean, 5-day chart is for the next 3 months, right? So that's why in the long term, right, I'm looking for around 35, even lower, around $32,000, $31,000 around there. Okay, in the long term. We have a better variance here, so I cannot ignore this. So that's why if you are thinking Bitcoin will hit 60k, I don't think so. I think now the odds are not very good. I am not expecting to see Bitcoin at 60k right now. Of course, we will see it at some point. We'll see 60k in some point, but now not now. So now let's continue with in the short term. In the short term, I can tell you right now here, Bitcoin is testing the MI55 for first time. Well, actually, in the short term, I'm looking for a bounce. Let me show you here. We have a bullish divergence right now here, where the point here, from this point and this point, and also a curve, we have a bullish divergence forming here in 4 hour chart. So if we see this bullish divergence, like actually playing, the next target is going to be around 52k, but bad news, if we see that, it's going to be a sell opportunity. So that's why in the very short term, like the next 48 hours, I am looking for a bounce, but this bounce is going to be a short opportunity at least, or sell opportunity in this case. Now let's talk about the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart is very interesting here, because finally we have OBB breaking here the the moving average, but the time is still to the downside. Testing the mid-21 here. The last time when we saw this test was in February, I mean, like almost 1 month ago. So of course, in the short term, I'm looking for a bounce, but overall, I am looking for a test in the midterm around $49,000, 48 around there, and that actually is the technical analysis for Bitcoin I see right now. So Let me recap for Bitcoin is one day sell signal here, sideways here, where I'm looking for sideways. I mean, that's the best scenario is sideways, something like this, right? And downside, okay? Now let's continue with the stock market. And I think this live stream is going to be very, very fast because Bitcoin, well, many altcoins, as I said before, they are dropping following Bitcoin. Remember what I said is not very good right now opening longs. I said it like a few days ago. So that's why be careful if you are right now in long position or you want to open longs because the odds are to the downside. Okay. So let's continue with the SP500, and after that, I think I don't see any activity. Let me check the connection of my live stream because I don't see anyone here. I am alone here right now. So let me see, one moment. 1 second. Yeah, okay, I am online, perfect. Okay, so let's continue. And the SP500 here is testing the mid-21. As you can see here, we 1, 2, 3 stacks of better divergence. If this MA breaks, you will see 4,800 actually very fast. Now let's talk about the 5-day chart. 5-day chart, finally we have also the same signature as Bitcoin, where we are gonna have a sell signal very soon in the next close. I mean, the first week of March, that is gonna be actually the pullback. Then the long-term target, remember this for the next 3 months, 4,700. That is the area actually I'm looking for right now. Of course, all the market, just wait for it. We are gonna see a correction. Okay, all the market, maybe 20, 25, even more for Bitcoin, maybe 30% correction, and also the market is gonna just drop. You should be happy because actually this is the opportunity we were looking for. So that's why I said before, I don't buy any altcoin, anything, if I don't see a correction, right? I need to see a correction. That's the point, okay? Okay, so let's continue. And I'm gonna show you some currencies. Yes, because today, I don't know why, but people, they are not like active. I mean, it's not normal when you see the market dropping. People, they are not very excited, right? So, okay, let's talk about, okay, let me see. Trading signals. Okay, let's see. USD. Okay, the Japanese yen. Very bad. I am living in Japan, so it's terrible what is happening right now to the Japanese yen. Well, never mind. I hate when I'm right. I mean, like, how can I say this? Like, I wanted to be wrong with the Japanese yen, but I think in the long term, it's gonna be very bad. Where is the Japanese yen? Here. Okay, I cannot find it. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, good. So let's talk about the yen. And as I said, well, this is the higher time frame, right? Remember what I said a couple months ago? In January, I said, hey, it's to the upside, as you can see here. It's very bad, right? Very bad for the economy in this country. But in the long term, I'm looking for actually a new break. Breaking 150, you will see in the long term 200. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. Actually, that is... Oh, of course, it's going to take all the year, right? It's not like just in 1 week it's going to happen. But yeah, bad news for this currency. So let's continue with the 1-day chart. 1-day chart, and after that, 4-hour chart, okay? Remember, always, you want to trade 4-hour chart, you want to trade what? You want to trade you want to see first 4-hour 1-day chart, and after that, 4-hour chart, okay? Higher time frames. From higher time frames to lower time frames. So you can see here there is no volume here, and we have a better divergence in 1-day chart. Okay, so you can expect a correction all the way down to 148 around here. That is the area in 1-day chart. So there is a better divergence forming right now. So I am not financial advisor, but here, my friend, here, at least for me, is a potential short, right? Let me see 4-hour chart. Let me see 4-hour chart. There is no volume here, and we have volatility contracting here. So what I will do here is just I will wait for the next sell signal in 4-hour chart, something like this, in the future, right around here, and after that I will just short, looking for 148 around there. And of course, because I'm talking about 1-day chart, you will have to wait maybe 1 week or 10 days if you want to see something like that. In 4-hour chart in short term, there is no entry right now. Now we know in 1-day chart we have a better divergence. It's not very smart opening longs right now in 4-hour chart, because if you open a long position here because you have a buy signal here, follow the macro signal. In this case, 1-day chart, we have a better divergence with a potential sell signal forming, so it's not very good opening longs right now. Okay, so let's talk about GBP. Let's see. One moment. 1 second. In my small account right now today, I'm gonna do something. For Bitcoin here, let me tell you something. In 1-day chart, we have a sell signal confirmation today. Okay, today we have this confirmation, the sell signal here. So this is telling me is to the downside. Okay, like this, sideways, downside. Okay, so that's the technical analysis for Bitcoin in 1-day chart. So I'm trying to say in the next 10 days, this is the projection. Now there is a very good chance to see a correction. Yes, actually, I'm looking for 49, and after that, actually, I'm looking for continuation to $45,000 around there. This area. The maximum target, the pain for bears in 1-day chart is around this area, $45,000. Okay, that is the area actually I'm looking for. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue with the other. Okay, JBP. One moment. I need to talk about long-term Bitcoin because the halving is coming, and I want to show you something based on the facts, because now I can see some YouTubers, many YouTubers, they are calling out for new high and a new ATA right now. Right now. And actually the odds are to the downside. Actually, that is not something, there are too many traders in YouTube, like they are predicting the next bull market right now. But I want to show you something. Okay, when the chart is to the upside, this one is to the upside. The target is around $1 with 1.20 cents. And for our chart, volume is not the best. I don't like opening longs with this setup. As you can see here, formally speaking, there is no entry right now here in 4-hour chart. So the only way I will enter here is if I see something like this and the next buy signal here only, I will do something like this. Now, because in short term, in 4-hour chart, this is a resistance, okay? No, thank you. But if you see a bounce, the target is around here, right? Around here. So there is no entry in 4-hour chart, at least for me. It's too risky, at least for me. So let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, so, sorry. Okay, let's continue with this one. Okay, good. We have here bullish divergence in 4-hour chart, and also we have, okay, this is in 1-day chart is to the upside. Okay, same, it's the same. Why? Because it's above the volume profile here in 1-day chart. So if you're gonna open a swing position here, your stop loss should be below this area, around here. Okay, around 1.90, 85, 89, something like that. As long as this currency is above this area, is to the upside, and also we are gonna see in maybe this week buy signal here in 1 day chart, where the target should be the previous high around here. Yep. In 4-hour chart, right now there is bullish divergence. Let me see. Yes, there is a bullish divergence here in 4-hour chart. Technically speaking, in 4-hour chart right now, the entry is around here. Target is 1.9495, but potentially, well, it's too soon actually. Maybe you want to open a swing position in long, you will have to wait maybe 3 or 4 days. But as I said before, as long as this currency is above this this green box, and what is the volume profile is to the upside, not today. If I will have to trade this thing, I will just be a little bit more patient, maybe 3-4 days. When I see the buy signal here forming here, and this currency is not breaking this green box, yes, I will be very happy to open a long position. Yeah, but not now. This is for a swing, right? I'm talking about swing. Okay, so okay, let's continue. Let's continue with Bitcoin, because it's very important right now. I need to show you something about the halving. The halving is gonna be around in April, I think so. Yeah. Could you tell me exactly the date? I cannot remember the date. Usually I don't follow news. But the thing is, like, usually when after the halving, for example, in 2019, 2020, as you can see here, it was around here, right? It was around here, and April is around here, March, April, around here. Okay, the halving is here. So if you study what happened in the past, Bitcoin was always in sideways. Okay, always in sideways. 3, 4, 5 months after the halving. Okay, after the halving. So as you can see here, after the halving, 3-4 months, and it was in sideways. So what I'm expecting to happen, yes, if you see a pullback, maximum maybe 34, 35, whatever, but it's gonna be in sideways for the next 3-4 months, something like that, something like this. Okay, so you see a pullback here, it's gonna be just in sideways for 3-4 months. I'm talking about maybe July, August this year, after the halving, and after that you will see finally the break to the upside. Okay, something like this. And I can remember very well, usually Bitcoin likes to crash, out crashing, and after that, in some point around here, you will see sideways consolidation after the halving, and after that, continuation to the upside. So I am expecting exactly the same thing right now. Bitcoin actually is doing almost the same thing as before. So right now, if you are looking for 60K, 70K right now, I think it's not, actually, I don't think so. Just you need to check the data here, and you will learn, like, just study the chart, right? The chart is going to tell you, historically speaking, what Bitcoin is doing. Now, let's talk about with, not my system, let's talk about with RSI, because RSI, I know is, the RSI is an indicator I don't use, but I know how to use it. I used it many years ago, but in higher time frames, actually, sometimes is useful. Yeah. Right now, for example, here in RSI, we have a better divergence in RSI, but as long as about 70, I think everything should be fine. Let me see the monthly here. The monthly is very important. Why? My rule for bull markets, follow just using RSI. As long as the asset is above 50 level, we are in a bull market. That's it. Okay. So Bitcoin, every time the biggest buy opportunities for Bitcoin is when it's below 50 level. Yeah, as you can see here, this is the big buy, and also the big buy is this one, and also this is the big buy. Yeah, and also here, right? All this area was a big buy. So if we see what was the price for Bitcoin, you don't have to have like a very sophisticated system of trading. Like, for example, I'm using for 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, blah, blah, blah. If you are just investor, you can just use this, right? It's very simple, right? Of course, you will have to wait years. It's not like you will have to be very, very patient. As you can see here, we have here the price, and in this consolidation phase is around 200, 250. The second time was at $3,000, as you can see here. And also here in April 2020, Bitcoin was at $4,000. And here in this area, Bitcoin was from 24 to 17K. Yeah, as you can see here. So every time when we have the Bitcoin below 50 level, is technically speaking, based on the historical data, is the time to buy, as you can see here. Of course, as I said before, you are an investor, this is something you want to see. So right now it's too late, right? Now it's too late. Now let's talk about the potential tops. Well, first of all here, if you pay attention here, we have here some peaks. As you can see, we have this one, we have this one, and we have this one, right? So I can tell you right now, between 68 and 70, technically speaking, this is the resistance in RSI, right? Technically speaking, between 67 and 70. And right now, Bitcoin is testing this area, you see? So usually, if we study what happened here, the first time Bitcoin testing here in 2016 got rejected, yeah? And after the second test, yeah, we have a parabolic move, right? And after that here, Bitcoin got rejected here. It's not exact, but almost there. And also after the second test, parabolic move, right? And here is about to test again this level. I mean, the next close, I mean, February, March, and April is gonna be like this. So technically speaking, based on the probabilities, this is resistance, right? In a RSI. So the next move is gonna be to the downside, okay? But as long as Bitcoin is above this yellow line, this pullback you will see, or sideways, in the next 3-4 months is gonna be a buy opportunity, at least in my opinion, right? I could be wrong, of course, yes. But technically speaking, Bitcoin is bullish. It's bullish in the monthly. Now let's talk about the buy monthly here. Buy monthly here, we have the same rule. As long as Bitcoin is above 50 level, let me show you here. 50 level here, yeah. Every time when Bitcoin was in the 50 level, testing the 50 level or below there, also by monthly, you can expect at least 1.5 years or 2 years of, a macro bounce, as you can see here, okay? So that's why it's very easy to understand this. I know sometimes I show you here RSI because many people, they like to use MACD or RSI. Usually people, when they are starting trading, they go for RSI and also MACD. I don't like them, honestly. I don't use them. I did it, but the way actually many people, they use these kind of indicators, at least in my opinion, is not the right way. If you buy when it's oversold and you sell when it's overbought, you will miss a lot of opportunities. That is not the way to trade with this kind of indicators. Now, technically speaking, for example, in RSI, we have a better divergence. So you want to open a short position. It's not very smart opening shorts. Why? Because it's overbought. That means you have to sell. Yeah, maybe in this case, yeah, but it's overbought. You can sell here. Yeah, makes sense. But as you can see here, a very good example was in November 2020. Bitcoin was overbought for almost 1 year. 1 year, around 8 months, even more. And if you sold here, for example, here, and when Bitcoin was at 70 in March, you will sell $11,000, and the second time around 14K. So you will miss all this move because you follow what was saying Investopedia, right? So it's not very smart following that kind of tutorials, right? That's why it's very important. Backtesting actually is very, 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 very important. Okay, so now let's continue. I want to be more clear. I want to be very clear. What is my expectation for Bitcoin after the halving? Is very simple. Sideways consolidation for at least 3-4 months between. Let me show you here. This box around here. around here, between $40,000 to maybe $35,000. And Bitcoin could be, it's gonna do something like this, right? Just in sideways here, sideways, boring, right? Volatility is gonna be just contracting. People will just get bored, right? And after that, in some point, you will see a massive leg up, where actually, technically speaking, my target is actually $75,000 and $80,000, around there, something like this. Yeah, but not now, like in the future. Yeah, something like that. Yes, something like this, right? Sideways, and after that, something like this. Now, if you see Bitcoin at $75,000, $80,000, even 90, you will see many YouTubers, many experts again, right? Like every 4 years, talking about Bitcoin at 200, at 500K, at 1 million, whatever, right? So please remember, if you see Bitcoin doing this, I'm telling you right now, don't ask me if you can buy right in that moment. Please don't do it, okay? I'm getting ready, because I will be very honest with you. Every bull market, I am pissed. Yeah, sorry for saying that. I don't want to be rude. You have no idea how many messages I get. Should I buy this coin? Should I buy this Bitcoin? Should I blah, blah, blah? When actually everything is too expensive. So that's why I'm telling you right now, I am not financial advisor, but in my humble opinion, right? If you see a pullback for Bitcoin and all the altcoins, right? Of course, not all of them, but mostly all of them, they have a very good setup in the long term. If you see something like this drop, if you see your YouTubers saying Bitcoin is gonna crash, blah, 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 whatever. No, this move, technically speaking, is a buy opportunity. And the last buy opportunity to enter before of something like this. Yeah, something like this. Okay. So technically speaking, is like that. Of course, based on the probabilities, I don't have my crystal ball, but that is just, I wanted to be very clear with my projection for Bitcoin. Okay. So if I see Bitcoin at 34, 35, I think I will be lucky. Yeah. Because I need to be honest with you, I didn't buy here. I just open a long position here, and I close my position around $37,000 around here. I close my position, and all this move, you say, I missed that move. Yes, I mean, just opening longs in 4-hour chart and just trading, but holding, no. So I need to see something like this, and after that, when we see sideways, yes. Now we have a sell signal in weekly chart. So let me show you here. We have a weekly sell signal here. So technically speaking, should be something like this, right? Something like this. Okay. If we study what happened in 2020, after the Corona crash, right? Well, let's see what happened here. Bitcoin was, even with the sell signal here, after the crash of the Corona, you see, we have a buy signal here in weekly chart around here. So what I did here, first of all, I bought here in the crash at 4,000 because it was testing the support, and my second buy was around $8,000, 9,000, something like that, and I was just holding. Why? Because I knew this was a major support. Yeah, as long as Bitcoin is above the MA55, right? As you can see here, I was just holding for at least 1 year. And well, now you know what happened after that. So it's the same thing. I'm planning to do exactly the same thing. And I will show you here in the moment when actually in some point I will execute this strategy as well. So, but not now. Technically speaking, it will take some months. Okay. I think that's it, guys. For today. Let me see the comments. Thank you. No. Who is executing all the trades is you. I am just telling you what I see in the charts. Remember, I am not financial advisor. I'm sharing what I see in the charts and what I'm doing in the markets right now. Right now, what I'm doing is I am in short at $52,000 to 350. I am here in short. Yeah. And my first target was this level exactly here. I closed just 50% of my position, and the extension is around $49,500. Here is where I am planning to close my position, my swing position, because I am looking for this. Maybe potentially it's gonna happen maybe this week, maybe maximum next week. Yep. So this buy signal here is gonna be nasty, yes, but you must be happy. At least in my case, I will be happy if I see Bitcoin again around $45,000 in the long term. Even better, if I am lucky enough to see Bitcoin at 40K or 35K, I will be very, very happy. Technically speaking, Bitcoin, as long as it's above, the first level is $40,000, $44,000, and the second level is $32,000, $35,000, everything should be fine. Now we have a massive support, as you can see here in volume profile here. This is going to be a support between 45 and 42. And the second area of support is this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm telling you, like my plan, of course, like swing, right? Like in the long term. If I have, for example, 1K, right? I have 1K. Yeah, my first buy is gonna be here, maybe 50%. Yeah, because we have volume profile here, and I will go all in the rest, the other 50% here, right? If I see Bitcoin at 34, 35. So that is the way actually you can apply a better DCA instead of just buying every week. I'm gonna buy $100. No, that doesn't work. Actually, you know, someone doing something like that is because that person doesn't have any idea about trading. You can just use volume profile and use volume profile. And when you see the volume profile, let me show you here. I explained this many times, but I will do it again. I'm telling you this right now because I am just, how can I say this? Like, the bull market is coming. I mean, the real one. I mean, something like this, right? Something like this, and you will see all the shit coins and many coins again pumping so hard. Yeah, so that's why this move here, if we are lucky, I'm planning to, of course, buy some altcoins as well. But the point here with DCA is, instead of doing that, like buying every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever, right? You can use a very simple strategy, like, for example, volume profile here, where we have Bitcoin. As you can see here, we have different levels, right? The first level since 2020, the first level is, as before, is $40,000, 42, around here, right? So if I see Bitcoin testing this area, I will buy, yeah. And only if I see the second buy opportunity, the second area tested around here, around all this area, yeah, is the only way I will just buy again. Okay, only when volume is tested, when you see there are areas of volume with a lot of transactions, that is the area actually where makes sense to buy. For example, in one day chart, here there is no volume here. As you can see, there is no volume, right? So technically speaking, buying here is not very smart. But if you wait between 44, 45, right, this one and this one, around 43, 42, they are the areas where, technically speaking, here is the first buy and the second buy is here, okay, in one day chart. So that is the way how you can actually buy using volume profile and using DCA if you are too busy to see the charts. Okay, so let's see about the new indicators. I am having some issues with TradingView. They are very picky right now. I don't know why. So I'm thinking to release the indicators and they will be for free. I mean, public. So I'm talking with support right now because I got some issues with them. I had like some problems with them in the past. So they are not very friendly with me anymore, but it's okay. So about lessons, what I can tell you, I don't do that actually. Yeah, if you want to learn my seasonal trading, you can just watch my live streams or wait for my trading course. Remember, it's gonna be free. I am not planning to sell anything like courses or something like that, so you can just take it for free. The only requirement is just support the channel, and that's it. This course is gonna be available for all the Patreon members, so you can take it for free there anytime. So, and you don't have to. You just can watch my live streams, and eventually you will learn my seasonal trading. Okay, because the best way to learn my seasonal trading is just watch my live streams, and you can watch since 2020, 2021 when we were in the previous bull market. If you are interested, like when I was talking about the crash of Bitcoin November 2021, you can watch around there in October, something like that. I was calling for the crash, 1 year at least, a crash. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next live stream.
And when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.